Welcome back to the Back End Podcast.
Oh my god.
You didn't like countdown or nothing. I was looking at the new stadium animations on FIFA.
Yeah? Okay, well, let me tell you something. This is our new intro.
Oh, what? It finished. That's what we should have.
No.
We should have Marcus like talking because that doesn't happen much in the podcast.
It's the Back Podcast.
It's Back End Podcast.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Don't even know the
Trying
name.
to get the followers, mate. You
We
fucking
can't even do that fucking right.
Okay, wait, alright.
You stupid fucking dog. That was so harsh. I apologise.
Okay, well,
You're not
okay.
a stupid dog. Maybe a cat.
Guess who's back? No, I fucked that up. I fucked that up again.
Are we actually
What
recording?
are you trying to do?
I don't, look.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Wait, a minute in already.
Didn't you know we were recording the whole time?
No?
Oh my god, dumb cunt.
Hands off the table, mate. Hands off the table.
My fucking elbow, you fat bastard.
Anyway, what Pat was trying to
anyway,
say was
wait,
welcome
just-
back. Okay, just
Yeah,
cut me off. That's
yeah.
fine.
Sorry, I
That's
just
fine.
want to say
That's right, it's the Pat and Jack podcast.
I'm not going to deny that.
No, I
No,
can't.
I'm joking.
Walk out of the room,
Nah.
you deluded fuck. Leave. Take your headphones off and storm out.
I just want to say
I'm kidding, Marcus.
I like your jacket, Marcus.
Thanks, Pat.
Jumper, actually. It's a
Thanks,
jumper.
Pat.
It's a jacket.
It's a nice jumper. What brand is
It's
that?
a jacket.
Nike.
Nikkei?
It's a Nike.
Watch out, bro. That word you nearly started of sound like another word. So.
Nearly sounded like nicotine. You know what I mean?
Yep, we're gonna get some in. See you later.
Nicotine.
Thanks for Spotify.
Alright, anyways, should we get into the... I didn't say the N-word, I said nicotine.
Just stop saying it, you stupid white dog.
Look, if you want to sue me, sue me. Alright?
I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, I'm here for a good time and a long time. Alright? So you can all lick my pulleys.
You ready?
Anyways, alright, well, let's get into football now, eh? Let's get into football. So,
So back into football.
here you go on, Marcus.
Jack, thoughts on the weekend?
Chelsea suck.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Arsenal suck.
That's a bit harsh.
Salah's a gay cunt.
Can't agree with that.
Tottenham suck.
Yep.
And Man United suck.
Yeah, look.
Okay, well, you can ask me about how I thought about the weekend.
No, because no one cares.
I just kind of thought you'd automatically transition to it, to be honest with you.
You gonna ask me about how I thought about the weekend?
Patrick,
You
what did
couldn't
you
even have a
think?
three-friend conversation, you stupid fuck.
No, how am I supposed to have a conversation when you're like, Arsenal suck, Chelsea suck? How am I supposed to add to
Add
that?
onto it, bro. But like, why do they suck, you know?
Alright, anyways, how I thought about the weekend?
Yes, Patrick. What did you think of the
Okay,
weekend?
so first of all, you can already see the top two from last year. Top two are running away again
It's not a horse race, mate.
from the performances. I'm just saying
What did you say?
from the performances.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, I fucked it up.
yeah shut
Yeah,
up.
sue me, cunt. Nah, but yeah, no, okay, no, in all seriousness, no. So, the performances by Liverpool and City already, you can already see the difference between the class. So they're already sort of. Whoa, I am so sorry.
What the fuck?
They're already in their own league.
I don't think that's true. I don't think
They're already in their own league.
Marcus has left the building. Because
Mark is about to die. He needs his puffer.
he's left.
He's left. All right, okay. No.
Marcus has left the building, but it doesn't matter because I will carry the podcast and Pat can sit.
Okay, no. Seriously, Jack, though, while he's gone, you can already see that City and Liverpool are sort of ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm not 100% sold on Liverpool yet. I know that's
You
just
know
me.
what? And I agree with you because they
I
got
think they still have a lot of edges, and this
Yeah.
whole fucking hell. This whole
I
Salah
agree with you.
stuff is really gonna start.
I don't
Keeps
think that
getting
will
out
start
more.
anything. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But Man United's performance,
That was woeful. They suck.
they don't suck. I just thought they didn't put their chance. They're not putting their chances away. Don't you think, Marcus?
Yeah. Who are you talking about?
Man United.
Oh.
They're not putting their chances away, and that's what's costing them games.
Nah,
they didn't even get many chances to put.
Well,
away.
no, Crystal Palace, didn't they? dominate most of the game, and they
Southampton.
had a chance to put it to bed, but they didn't.
Southampton.
Crystal Palace, no, Man United against Crystal Palace. Last week.
Last week you're
when they
talking about.
lost, and now this week they go to Southampton, and they also don't get their chance to put it away. They were 1-0 up. They had a chance to put it to bed, and they didn't.
I don't think it's so much. Yeah, look, if you miss your chances, you're not going to win games. They had 21 shots, 8 were on target.
There you go.
Southampton had 2 on target and got 1 goal out of it. And Southampton did get a red card. But
that red card was later on. But
yeah. But
that's what I mean, though. Man United aren't a bad team. They just can't finish at the moment. They've got this problem where they can't finish.
Yeah, no.
From what I watched, and I know Jack, you were with me when we watched it. It was a very slow game.
Yeah.
It wasn't a usual Manchester United game. It was.
Are Manchester United a fast-paced team?
Under Ollie, they actually have been, compared to what we're used to seeing with Mourinho and all
Yeah.
that. They have been, you know.
Maybe they're still
There's
trying to,
only-
because they had
They had Martial out, which
no,
I
but I'm just
understand,
saying maybe
but-
because they had Jose
Oh yeah, they're
for
trying
the past
to adapt,
2
yeah.
years. They're trying to adapt to the fast play now because they've been so used to playing it slow and playing
There was
it.
only
Yeah.
one positive from that Manchester United game for Manchester, and it's by the young man of Daniel James.
yeah.
And the rest of them look slow. They look sluggish. I honestly thought Pogba should have left during the season. He just didn't look like he fitted. Maybe that's just my personal view. Rashford just looked a bit lost. He had a couple easy chances to finish and just misses them. He can't be doing that. Like, that's their start. You know what I mean? That's their 420,000 a week player. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's star profile caliber, and he's not performing.
Not
Yeah.
even that. It's just
But like,
Andres Pereira. What am I going to say? Andres Pereira didn't look that good. Juan Mata didn't look that good. But then you go to Manchester United's bench. They got Jesse Lingard, who we've spoken about previously,
Yeah.
is not
useless.
good. Rojo, who you're not going to bring on to attack. Axel Mason Greenwood, Axel Twanzembe, and
I
Tahith
think
Chong.
that's so
I
wrong.
stuffed it up.
Yeah.
Axel Twanzembe, however you say it.
Tunes a baby.
Yeah, however it is.
Tunes a baby.
Sorry, guys. Tahith Chong and Nemanja Matic. Now, Matic, we spoke about, isn't as good as he once was. If people ever thought he
He
was
does look
good.
like
Yeah,
he's like walking
I
on
agree
one
with that.
leg while he's out there. The game
Yeah.
does look like it's going past.
No, I just think they have for what they're relying on in terms of depth, it's very young, which I don't have a problem with because someone's got to take over football when players retire.
I
But for Manchester United, they need a win. Their mentality is they have to win, and you know Mason Greenwood. I hope he proves me wrong, but he's not going to come on and he's not going to win you a game against Southampton
Yeah.
when you're 1-0 and they've got 10 men. He's not going to do that because he's still young and he hasn't adapted yet. So, as much as people might say, yeah, they signed Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, you know,
Which
Daniel
are still
James,
pretty good signings.
Yeah, in the transfer, I still don't think they did well enough to keep that squad depth. I know they got Martial out, who's a big loss, but
Like what Jack said, the only positive coming out of United so far is Daniel James.
James,
Luke
yeah.
Shaw.
And Daniel James, right now, I
Luke Shaw didn't
reckon...
play.
Yeah, but he's injured.
Oh yeah, exactly. I just think
And I just want to say, I know it's early, and
Yeah.
it will probably change. But right now, how it stands, I reckon Daniel James, young player of the year so far.
See, like, I even don't think that because, as we talked about, it goes up to, 23, 24-year-olds. Remember when we did it? He's not going to win it.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I hate the young player.
Yeah, I know.
award.
We talked
fucks
about
me
it. We
off
don't want to
about
hear
that.
it talk about
Yeah.
it again.
But on the other side,
Nah.
from the attack, you got the defence where Lindelof in 2 weeks has lost 2 crucial headers. You know what I mean? You're a centre back and you lose.
Yeah, but
2.
he's not tall, isn't he? I don't think he's
It
that
doesn't
tall.
matter if you're tall or not. You're a centre back. You
Yeah, but-
should know how to time your jump and go in for the ball, and he did it. And for 2 weeks now, he hasn't done it, and it's cost him. So defensively, they're still not strong. Maguire, yes, as good as everyone says he is, as good as he is, he needs a partnership. You know, Chris Smalling's gone to Roma. They're not going to play Rojo at centre back next to him. That's just the reality of it. Wan-Bissaka has still got the most tackles in the league. I'm pretty sure you told me, Pat.
Let me have a look again at that stat, but you keep on going. with
Yeah,
what you're
so I
saying.
think he's good no matter what, and he's attacking flair. He was the one doing most of the attacking, and he's a right back. So there's a lot of potential coming out of there. Ashley Young's getting on now. He's the captain. Like you said, Luke Shaw's injured, and I prefer Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw starts over him anyway.
Yeah, so you know there are a lot of struggles going on for Manchester United now, but I just think against a Southampton side who haven't, besides Liverpool, they haven't looked too switched on.
I'm just. Can I just say
You
something?
got to win.
No.
I'm just going through the stats, and
Yeah,
Trent Alexander-Arnold averages 10 crosses a game.
yeah.
10.
That's the style of play. He's
Pretty
very good at
fucked.
what he
and a
does.
lot of long balls, but that's for another day.
Anyways, let's talk about the predictions, because we haven't gotten into that yet. So
So-
our last predictions, and hopefully I fucking can
pull
get up.
forward,
And then
eh?
after we talk about the predictions and the matches, I want to talk about
But it is
Leicester.
international break. for people
Yeah,
that
but
don't know.
I want to talk about Leicester
Oh, that stinks.
after, because what do you say?
Jack just farted and
Oh
fucking
my
reeked.
You
God.
can't even smell it because I can barely smell it.
Oh, I could smell it, and as soon as you said "Pro, that stinks," I fucking.
Okay,
oh.
well, come fuck
I'm
yourself,
scared to
man.
smell it.
Anyway,
Yeah, I want to talk about Leicester after we do the
Yeah, yeah.
predictions, because I think what they're doing
They're
at the
good.
moment is very impressive.
hey, I said Rogers for manager of the year.
Rogers, mate, he's
Anyway, I don't.
he's giving them some
I'm
fucking
not gonna
good
get cocky because it's only 4 games
some
in
good
and
fucking drugs.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Anyway, so Southampton, Manchester United. We all went with Manchester United, so we don't gain a point there. Next game, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. Pat, you went with a draw. Marcus went with a draw.
Sorry, just to cut you off for 2 seconds. Wan-Bissaka is still the highest
Yeah.
in tackles. He gets averages about 7 tackles, 6.5.
Cool.
So
Quite good. Jack, you are
Yeah.
the only one that won a point there.
What? Sorry, you didn't say anything.
What?
What the fuck? What point?
For
did
the
I-
Crystal Palace Aston Villa game. Me and Pat said a draw. You said Crystal Palace to win.
Yeah, well, as we know, I'm the king.
Oh, well, if Jack Grealish could.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I want to talk about that as well. That's another thing to talk about. But keep
Next
going.
game, Chelsea Sheffield. Fuck, we played bad, and Kurt Zuma probably should be packing
We all
his
said
bags.
Chelsea, didn't we?
We all said Chelsea. Who's next? Watford, Newcastle. Pat, you went with Watford. Me and Jack went with a draw, and the result was a draw.
That's another loss
Fuck.
for Pat. And never rude.
Shut the fuck up, Jack. Manchester City, Brighton. Jack, you went with Brighton.
No, I
Everyone else-
didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck
I
up.
just thought that was true.
Relax from Mr. 3-0 over there. Fucking barely here.
Okay, keep it going.
You wait till
Uh,
Salah fucks off.
West Ham, Norwich City. Pat, you went with Norwich. Me and Jack went with West Ham, so there's a point for both of us.
You suck, bro. I'm sorry, but I don't give your money to bet because I'd be fucking bankrupt, mate. I'd have fucking.
Just keep on saying it. That's
Leicester.
not the, it's not the. Oh, are you gonna get? Are you?
You
Are
Wait, hold
you
on.
going to
Hold
get
on. Hold on.
a fucking golden cock up your ass after the end of this? Is
Yeah,
that
I
what the
will.
winner receives?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I know I'm ready to go.
Hey, hold on here, hold on. Leicester, Bournemouth. Me and Pat went with Leicester. Jack, you went with a draw.
That's alright, that's fair, cool.
Because you're a fucking dumb cunt.
I'm already 6 points in front of you, brother. So
No, you're
You
not.
only 3.
doesn't matter. That's 3 more than you.
Burnley, Liverpool. We all went with Liverpool.
Oh, I
So
thought he
there's
went
a-
for a draw in that game.
No, he didn't. He went with Liverpool. Why would he go? No, he did, and then he changed
he
it
changed
to, a draw, to Liverpool. Everton, Wolves, which was a very good game to watch.
I would have said draw.
Me and Pat went with Everton.
Yeah!
Jack went
Oh,
with
wait.
Wolves.
Yeah!
You didn't
Fuck
even know
you,
who
Jack!
won. You didn't even know who
Fuck
won.
you! No, because I got scared for a
And
second.
I should have got a draw. Everton are fucking useless. They lose 2-0 to Aston Villa when I have a bet on them, fucking $150, but they'd beat Wolves 3-2. They're fucking shit. Shut up, you stupid.
Arsenal, Tottenham, North London derby. Pat, you went with Arsenal. I went with Tottenham. Jack, you went with a draw. So Jack wins a point for.
Oh, shut Jesus Christ.
That's gross, Jack.
I just don't want to see your ass,
Who's the
cunt.
fucking king, boys? Get out of my podcast. Welcome to the Jack Carries Everyone, motherfucker.
You got fucking one prediction right. Shut the fuck up.
But you didn't get it. I sat through that whole game knowing I had a draw.
So after round 4, the leader is Marcus with 23, Jack with 21, Pat with 18.
Oh, Pat, you were pretty low down there, man. The 18s.
Fuck, I'm 5 points behind you, Marcus.
Pat, you went from 1 point behind Jack to now 3 points behind Jack.
Fuck, I slipped up badly this week.
You did, my friend. You did. You need to fix your gameplay there, mate.
Yeah, you need to understand a little bit better. Don't do enough research, Pat. What's going on, mate? You feeling alright down there?
Alright, anyways.
Anyway, getting into the games, I think we'll start off with good news. Leicester, Bournemouth.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
just think Leicester at the moment,
They're very good, man.
Yeah, I'm really liking
I
them.
also feel like people have underestimated the talent they have in that team. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
and you know
players.
what? I know everyone was saying, like, a lot of people do say Jamie Vardy's a one-hit wonder with that one season, but he still performs, and he does he does the job up front.
Yeah, so
And
the
he's getting
lineup-
to
He's
the
probably
older
like
side
top 5
of...
strikers in the Prem.
Sorry?
He's probably like top 5 strikers in the Prem.
I would agree with that, because he's a very unique striker in that he's not like many other strikers in the Premier League. He plays his own way. You know, he's fast.
Yeah.
He loves to belt the ball.
He's
and
like a FIFA 13 player. He loves to fucking run, shoot, that's
and
about
when
it.
he shoots, he really puts
Are
his
you
fucking...
against him or you for him?
I love him. He's a good player.
Good-
FIFA 13 is like
And if you think, if you notice, when Vardy shoots, no matter how far he is or how close he is, he puts his foot through it.
Yeah.
And it just, he goes on target.
So Leicester's starting lineup for that game was Schmeichel, Pereira, Evans, Soyun.
I think Leicester. I know who you're
Turkish
talking
guy,
about, but
Chilwell.
I think Leicester's their out of the midfield defense and attack, their defense is probably the
weakest. link.
weakest.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so that's Soyun, Chilwell, Ndidi. In
I
the
really rate
midfield.
Ndidi.
Albrighton, Tielemans, Madison, Harvey Barnes across the wide areas and
wing.
the 210s, and then Jamie Vardy is the number 9. So they have a very good squad.
How many British players do they have?
5.
5. I love it when... You know what I really like? I love it when Premier League teams have a lot of British players. I like it when a team, so say a Serie A team or a Premier League
They've
team,
got-
they've got their own players.
Yeah, they've
You
got
know what I mean?
homegrown
They've
players.
got, Premier League players have British players. Italian League have Italian players. That's what I really like about... And Leicester, they have quite a lot. And that's why I like Burnley, even though they're not that good at the moment, but they have a lot of Brits in their team. And it's cool. I think it's cool. But going back to Leicester...
Yeah, so
They
look good. 3-1 against Bournemouth at home. They, after the international break, they go up against Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
Which
which is a test. A
is
test
going to
for
be a
them.
big test for them, but it's also going to be a test for Manchester United.
Actually, what I do know, well, obviously Leicester is one of the 3 remaining teams that are undefeated.
If you're a Leicester fan, sorry to cut you off there, Mr. Patrick. But you're a Leicester fan and you come 4 games in, you get 2 wins and 2 draws against what? I think they've had some they've had average opponents. Nothing great, I don't think. I can't really
This
remember.
is what I was.
Drew against Wolves, drew against Chelsea, beat Sheffield, and beat Bournemouth.
This is
Bournemouth, Sheffield, average. Yeah, they should beat them. It's as simple as that. Chelsea, they should have won, in my opinion. They probably should have won in the end there. And Wolves is a team that everyone's expected to have a great season, which I said that they're not going to do too good. But like for a Leicester,
because you got mixed up with Wolves and Watford.
because I did, yes I did. But for a Leicester fan and someone of the game of football, they haven't played some really nice, attacking, fun football. Like it's an enjoyable game to watch. Like if I was a young fan coming in, Leicester's a team that I'd be like, hey, like they got some good players here that I'd like to watch. Like good, fun game.
Yeah.
The football they play is very attractive, and the manager, they've got a great manager. They've got great players, so if you're a fan, you're gonna love it. But the next 2 games is against United and I think Tottenham. Is that right?
Yep.
So they're 2 huge tests that now will push their boundaries. You could say that Chelsea was a test and Wolves, but yet again, Chelsea do have half of their squad as players that they brought from the Championship up to the Premier League, and then they also played a Wolves side who are feeling a little bit tired from Europa League games. So, the timing to play those 2 teams is probably the correct time. But in terms of tests, I think United, now that they've they really got to get their act together, I think playing United is going to be difficult for them, as well as playing Tottenham, because also Tottenham have to get their act together because they've been pretty poor the past couple games. So yeah, and I can see you just got the Champions League group stage up, which we'll talk about soon.
But so No, they got 2 big games, Old Trafford and then go home to host Tottenham.
Yeah.
If they keep up this form, they could possibly walk out with
Yeah.
4 points. You know, a win and a draw, and
Yeah.
that's being
I
that's
can rate
being
that.
very positive towards them. The worst probably for them. I think they'd still probably be happy if they walked out with 2 draws out of those 2 games. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how they go, but they are putting up a good fight early on in the season. That's what you need to do. You need to start off strong. So yeah, the only way to tell really is now these next 2 big games. They got the international break where most of their players, I'm just trying to think, only Maguire is going for.
Harry Maguire's not at Leicester anymore. Or are you talking about United?
Oh, no, fuck yeah. Sorry.
Rip.
Rip. That's my
No,
bad.
well, Leicester, I think Tielemans?
My bad. Fuck.
Tielemans, probably.
I'm just trying to think who's at the Euros.
For who?
Who's in the Euro qualifiers for Leicester squad?
Anyways,
Yeah,
Probably Vardy, Chu, and
Madison.
Madison. That'll be it.
Yeah.
and
Tielemans
Tielemans.
if Belgium called him over, and Pereira if Portugal took him, which I'm not too sure about. But yeah, so they just got to go over the international break, which everyone fucking hates in football. To be honest with you, if you're
Yeah,
a supporter.
not liking it.
But yeah, so it all depends.
I just want to quickly just say, I know Marcus, you saw it because I showed you on Sunday, but did you see it, Jack? Aston Villa's disallowed goal in the 97th minute or 96th minute.
It's like I saw it or I was gonna watch it.
Have a
I
look
think
at the
I saw it on
height.
Twitter, and
Just
then-
go on Facebook and go on Opta Sport and have a look at. They upload it.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but my phone wasn't working.
That's all right. Have a look of it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Sorry, just watch it. Marcus and I have already seen it, so we can sort of talk about it. I think it was very controversial, and I think
yeah, you
I really
you took it
thought
to
Aston
heart.
Villa got robbed very badly, and I feel really bad for Jack Grealish because of what's happening with him in terms of everyone saying, oh, you know, he doesn't win a lot of Premier League games and all that kind of. They're trying to make him feel like he's the weak link.
I don't think it's so much to try and make that. I think they just looked at the stat and said, you know, for what Jack Grealish was
Yeah,
meant to be.
but it's putting confidence down.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel bad for the guy because he's such a talented player
but he's
as
still
well.
he's still
Who
playing
cares?
well.
He
The
doesn't
team
matter.
the
I
team's
think
playing
he's a
well.
fucking
I know
superman.
he probably doesn't care, but for me, listening to all these people talk shit about him,
Yeah.
I just don't like it for a quality player. But I think Aston Villa got robbed
If he's a
badly,
quality player, he'll come back next week and do even better.
and I think Villa. I do like Villa, and I think they're a good side.
Yeah, I don't think
so.
they played too bad, to be honest with you. I know, yeah, you took it to heart.
I took it to heart when they beat fucking Everton 2-0.
I said that,
Everton. You mean?
I think, yeah, he said Everton. I think he kind of fell for I don't think there was much in it, Pat. Like I said to you, I think he pulled his leg away. Grealish was looking for the leg to lean on. So you're not watching the highlights, you're watching a news article.
No, I'm watching it's a 3-minute video. Jack Grealish VAR gripes.
You better be, mate.
Why would I watch Salah out of the blue? Salah's a dog.
I didn't say Salah.
We'll talk about that as well while Jack's watching the thing to get Jack's view on it.
Yeah.
But did you see that about Salah and Mane?
Yeah, I saw that.
I
Two good opportunities to give him the ball. He didn't give him the ball. He went for glory himself.
As a Liverpool fan, I think Salah is a bit of a dick for doing that. I understand Mane's view on that.
Such a dick next.
But I think if you're a professional, what?
Nothing, don't worry about it. You fucking just a joke, bro.
What the fuck's this cunt on about?
I reckon it should have been a penalty, this Grealish tackle. What did Grealish get booked?
I think it shouldn't have
Because
been a
they said it was
disallowed goal.
Then he got hit.
And they said he dived.
He said he dived. I don't think he dived. It doesn't look like he dived. He was off balance. When you're off balance and you're running,
Yeah, I understand you're off balance, but
and then you get the slightest touch, you can still fall over. When you're running, as well as off balance, the slightest touch can push you over. That's why I think he got robbed.
The defender sort of chops him.
no, he doesn't.
That's what I mean.
The defender moves his
He
leg.
gets clipped. He's off
He
balance.
gets
He's
clipped.
running, and then Gary Cahill comes over him. Even the slightest
Cahill
touch
doesn't
can put you
come
down.
over him. Cahill moves his leg out the way, and Grealish, being off balance, he looked for the leg to lean on, didn't get it, and fell.
His leg was there. I don't know why there's a disallowed goal there at all. I don't know why.
That's what I mean. I think Villa
why
got
is-
robbed. I genuinely think Villa got
Why
robbed.
is that not just play on?
They called that a dive. I don't
They
think that's a
called it
dive.
They pulled it back for a dive. That's why the goal wasn't allowed.
But he gets hit.
Yeah, but
Whether it's a penalty or not, he gets hit.
That's what I don't understand.
My views on it are a bit different.
Anyways, once again, Jack and I come eye to eye, and you don't.
Once again,
What do you mean once again?
Yeah, I know.
you guys always fucking argue.
Not really. We've come to eye,
I
haven't
hate
we, Jake?
Liverpool and I hate you.
Jesus Christ, mate.
No, I'm kidding. I love you, but I hate Liverpool.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyways, talking
Let me
about.
talk about Salah. Let me talk about Salah.
No, because you're just gonna talk
The
shit.
Egyptian god. Well, you can't talk anything. 'cause
You
next
can't.
week-
No, you're
next
just gonna
week when
talk
he scores
shit.
The winner in the
This
90th
is what I
minute-
think
That's not next
about
Week after.
Marcus. This is what I think about the Salah Mane incident.
Let's listen.
Salah is a dick for not passing to Mane for those opportunities because that could have increased the goal tally and it could have made Liverpool in a more comfortable position for the team. He wasn't doing the team thing and he was doing the selfish thing.
Yeah.
And I think though, even though that would have pissed me off as well, Mane shouldn't have done that. As a professional player, you can't do that. You know what you do? No, you wait until you behind the scenes. You go up to you go up to Salah, you go up to Klopp, and you say, "Look,
Well, knock him out.
no, and you say, "Look, this
Pat.
guy needs to start passing the ball a little bit. Otherwise, something's going. Otherwise, I'm gonna, start. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? What is he laughing at?
I don't know.
He actually does my head in, that cunt. He actually does my head
Who,
in.
Salah?
No, you.
Salah was doing my head. I'm going to give my little valid point.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Salah shit. Fucking Liverpool shit. Fucking Klopp doesn't know what he's doing. Is that your fucking view? Yeah, that's your view, isn't it?
Can't get on my view. You can't speak. So for starters, Salah shit. Nah, I think Salah's a fucking wanker. I think he's a
Which
dick.
is what I said.
I think he's over his heels. He thinks he's some great player, which he's not.
Yep, I agree.
He's a decent footballer at best because he's got a bit of strength and gets a lot of long balls over the
He's
top.
not decent, he's good.
Anyone could finish the challenges he gets. Anyway, he's not the best player in that Liverpool team. And
No,
that's,
I don't
that's-
agree with that as
okay,
well.
cool, I don't care. And I just think he's a dick, and I have no respect for him now. That I like Mane as a footballer. Mane is a good footballer. He's a very subtle man. He's come from a hard background. He's a good footballer. He wants to be the best player in the team. He wants to be the best team in the world. Salah's just a fucking dick. Salah's just an Egyptian fuck and wants to get his money, and he doesn't care about football. He doesn't care about Liverpool. He doesn't care about the team. And that's why I don't like him. And I'll never support him, and I'll never put it on I never support Liverpool, and that's it. He's a
See,
dick.
he has to add those in just to be a cunt.
You know what he's like.
No, but let me tell you something. I agree with half the shit he said there.
Why do you get
I don't
emotional?
agree with that he doesn't care about the team because I think he does care about
I
the
don't
team.
think he does.
I think he does care about the team, and I think he does care about the club. It's just he wants, when it comes to looking at the Premier League stats and when it comes to looking at individual trophies, he wants to win them all.
Yeah, so
And that's why
so
he
doesn't
is so
care about the
selfish.
team.
And that's why he's
He's
so
a
selfish.
selfish footballer. Doesn't care about the team.
What do you think, Marcus?
You keep saying stupid shit, Pat.
Is this cunt for real?
No, I think.
Fucking hell.
Go on, Marcus. No, say your thing. Marcus, say
Chelsea
your
gotta
thing.
win.
No, I
Chelsea
think.
Because this
the
cunt,
Premier-
the reason why he's saying all this bullshit is because Chelsea's not up there. Chelsea's not up there and Liverpool's up there. And he hates Liverpool. That's why. Go, Marcus, say what you need to say.
No, honestly, I feel.
Pat, hold on one second. I'll let you talk. Pat.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want another argue. I don't want another
I
argument.
don't want to argue because my points are better than yours.
Alright, fine. I'm just going to agree. and
I
that's it.
just hate Liverpool
I know you do.
because you support them.
Me, because of me.
Just you. Just
Just me. What have I done?
If you support any other team, I'd like Liverpool. I think they're a good team. It's
What have I done?
Just because you support them, and that's how it is.
You guys support Chelsea. I don't hate Chelsea.
That's your problem, not mine.
I just hate City and United.
Oh, sorry, I'm banging the table then. I just hate Liverpool.
Okay, anyways, yeah, go Marcus.
Anyway, so now that you two. No, honestly, I feel. Watching the highlights, because I didn't watch the Liverpool game, watching the highlights and what I saw, Mane has every right to be frustrated. I think, like you said, he probably shouldn't have taken it out the way he did. I think as a professional, you kind of have to sit back and not make it seem like Aguero.
Yeah, and then bring it up to the
Like,
manager
yeah.
and bring it up to Moan. Speak to him one
Yeah,
on
but
one.
like
I think
the way
it's-
you like,
I
the
think
way
you
he
speak.
looked,
No.
like the way Salah was so frustrated at Klopp, he looked like he said it before, and he's like, "Why is this cunt not passing the ball?" He looked frustrated. He was angry at Klopp as well.
No,
So,
I
don't know.
I
I
know.
reckon there's more to the story, and if I was in Liverpool, I'd find out for you guys. But I'm currently in Adelaide, so I can't.
No, I understand where you come from, but I think you're a professional at the end of the day. You can't look like a sook. You can't
Yeah.
act like a sook. You've got to be very.
You gotta stay
professional.
calm
Yeah,
in front of
exactly.
cameras. You gotta stay calm.
Yeah, exactly.
And then deal with it behind the
But
scenes.
you can definitely understand his frustration. I think, like you said, though, Saleh is definitely going for the individual awards where he wants them because he's had it.
And
like,
I don't think.
previously, and he loves the success, he loves the fame, and he's a good player. All credit to
I
him.
think he cares about Liverpool. It's just he doesn't. He just wants to win things for himself.
He wanted it off his own boot. All credit to him, though. He worked hard. Didn't get the finishing touch, and I can see why Mane's upset. But I guarantee if those shots had gone in, it would have been a different story.
Exactly.
Maybe if you pass the ball.
And let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. This situation. And let me tell you something. This situation is already finished. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
It's been solved,
That's what you know.
and it's done. No, trust me, it's
You
done.
don't know what goes on behind closed door.
It's
But
done.
you don't, pal.
But yeah, it's-
Mane
serious.
just was
I'm
joking
not-
about it on
Oh,
Twitter, on
no,
Insta
Milner
the other
was,
day.
Not Mane.
Milner, and then did you see the comments? Mane was commenting on it, joking around with him.
And he probably hates Salah's guts.
Anyway, off that, like we said at the start, Liverpool, Manchester City have started off the league well. It looks like it's just going to be them two. I know it's still early, but they
Maybe
both been
Leicester
very
could
good.
be the dark horse.
the dark horse in it. I hope they stay towards the top.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I don't want to talk about Chelsea this week. I really don't.
Yeah, we have talked about them a lot though.
But we got it. They just drew 2-2 to
No, I
fucking
don't.
Sheffield
I don't want to
United.
talk about it.
Fine, I'll talk about it because he doesn't care about the club.
No, I didn't say
Cares
that. I
about
should-
his own self-fame, like
no, I
Salah.
didn't say that.
Although a good positive out of the Chelsea game, Tammy another 2 goals.
Yeah,
to his
another 2
name.
goals.
Good
must
for
have-
him. Getting.
He must
getting
have listened to the podcast. I roasted him, and then past 2 weeks he braces both games. So I think I'm allowed to say I was part of that little boaster of it.
Look, we've repeated that weeks and weeks out. Okay, we can attack. We've got a young squad. We can't defend.
That's it. End
What-
of story. You
what-
can't say
what
anything
more
else.
do you want to say,
You
Jack?
can't say anything.
Was there anything else in that game that we haven't repeated already?
Zuma needs
We were
to
2-0 up against Sheffield United.
What did you say about Zuma?
Huh? He should pack his bags. I'm sorry.
Tweet at him right now.
For 4 games now, he hasn't looked ready. And the fact he dropped Christensen for Tamori, right? Tamori played well, but Zuma should have been out.
I'm not
And when Rudiger comes in, Zuma's out straight away. Pack your bags, son. All right, you were good at Everton. For 4 games now, you haven't showed us anything. Pre-season, you didn't show us anything. All right?
Don't get angry at me. I don't coach that.
I didn't get mad at you, but that's the reality of it. And as a Chelsea supporter, it's frustrating because you want to see the direction they're going in, and then you got to make stupid mistakes like that. It's ridiculous.
Day
yeah,
by day,
that's
I
enough.
don't think Lampard
keep-
will be the man.
We keep repeating ourselves.
I just want to ask you a couple questions.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So the first thing is, do you think that Lampard and Ole, who are 2 legends of their own clubs that they're at, do you think that they should have a more of a chance than other managers? So, for example, if Chelsea were playing like this and they had a random manager, you know what I mean, he would be under the pump. But because it's Lampard, do you think he deserves, a bit of empathy and a bit of
I wouldn't say so much deserves. I'd say he's going to get it regardless.
yeah?
He'll get that.
And I'm talking about Ole as well, not just
Yeah, yeah.
Lampard.
I think Lampard will get that regardless. But in saying that, besides the Sheffield game, we have looked quite good. It's just those same errors that we keep going over every week
Yeah,
on
but he
this
hasn't
podcast.
addressed them. A good manager would have addressed them.
He has addressed them. You're listening to interviews, man. He addressed them. He knows the mistakes we made, and he said it
But
wasn't good
why
enough.
the fuck do they keep happening?
Huh?
Why do they keep happening?
Because the players are stupid. You see Zuma, he runs around like a donkey. It's Lampard's fault because he keeps picking him. I understand that. But at the end of the day, can you really say in other aspects of the field we've played bad? Because we haven't.
No, I tell you. I say
Yeah,
that every
exactly.
week.
So, but I think to answer your question, regardless, he'll get his free pass for the year.
And what about Ole?
Ole,
Probably not.
He's had half of season last year. He's had time to look at the squad
If
and
by-
buy his players.
if by 19, 20 games, Ole is not in the top 4 or doesn't even look like pushing for a top 3 spot, I think he's in big trouble.
The manager that I think in big trouble over both of them is Pochettino.
I was just about to go to
Where?
Pochettino and just say, let's just talk about the game quickly because we're gonna call in a friend
An
of
Arsenal
ours soon.
supporter.
He's an Arsenal supporter.
A listener, not a
And we
friend,
can get
he's a
his.
listener.
He's a listener.
He's a
He
listener.
wants to come on the podcast.
Yeah, and he's gonna give us his opinion on it. But before we call him, I just want to ask you guys 2 questions, and I'll ask him as well. So who do you think will finish higher at the end of the season, Arsenal or Tottenham?
Tottenham.
And also, I'm not going to ask him this question because it doesn't relate to Arsenal. But after the Everton-Wolves game, do you think Everton or Wolves will finish higher?
Everton.
Everton.
Everton over
I
Wolves?
think Wolves.
Because we rated Wolves very highly
No,
at the
you
beginning of the
rated Wolves
season.
highly.
I think.
Don't put me in that category.
I'm saying we as in Marcus
And I'm
and I.
starting to look at it now. I know it's still early, but this Europa League might actually have a bigger toll on Wolves than we first thought. If their depth can start getting to play, they can start getting to a bit of form. They can definitely push back up there. But the way they've started the season has been has been below par. Actually, I'm not even going to say a bit from what everyone expected. Like you said, we rated them highly. So they just need to get into gear, but I feel Everton need to hit form. Everton have Bournemouth away next week, which the way Bournemouth are playing, Everton need 3 points from that game, and Wolves have Chelsea at home. So it's going to be a big game for them next week. So yeah, it all depends, but I think Everton, if they can keep pushing, they're gonna end higher.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to give him a call.
Yep.
If you guys want to talk about anything while I try and get in contact with him. Well, I'll leave you guys to a question, and then you guys can talk about it. I want you guys to talk about Moise Kean, as well as Cutrone. So two young Italians who've come from the Serie A and are struggling to get into the starting 11. But I think they will, they have
Wait,
got the
who?
talent.
Moise Kean and Cutrone.
And Cutrone.
Moise Kean started.
Yeah, I know, but that was his first start.
I'm not going to say he struggled, Pat. I'm going to say it's 4 games in. They signed him on deadline day, or just before. He wasn't going to slip straight into the squad. He played a few minutes before. He got the assist off of, could say deflection, but he got the assist. He is a big presence.
I think it was just it's a time thing.
Yeah.
That was all it was. He would start regular every game. What's his name?
Calvert-Lewin.
RCL, whatever the fuck his name is. He's nothing special. He's a terrible footballer.
Who?
Calvert-Lewin, I think he's a very
Yeah,
bad
you've said
footballer.
that in quite a
Like,
lot.
I
in
know
the
I
past.
watched the Everton game when they played Aston Villa, and I know I had a bet on him, but
Yeah.
I saw them play, and he was just not there focusly. He looked like Tammy Abraham before Tammy Abraham started to focus on the game.
Yeah.
So I don't like him for the Italian Serie A.
Cutrone.
I don't even know the fuck that is, to be honest. I'm just gonna keep it true. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
I liked him at Milan. Cutrone.
Yeah, I'm very upset that he left. I'm quite upset that he left.
Italians, mate. You
Who
know
is
what
he?
they're like.
Who the fuck's playing for?
Milan. Alright, wait, here's
No,
his
who's playing
scales.
now?
Sorry?
Who does
He's
he
at
play for
Wolves.
now?
Wolves.
Oh.
Wolves.
Anyway, we've got the big North London derby.
Scales.
Hold on 1 second, Pat.
Alright, no worries. He's all the way from Italy.
He's on holiday. You're not fucking in Italy.
What?
He's on holiday. You're not fucking living there.
Yeah, but he's all the way in Italy. He still is in Italy, whether he's on holiday or not. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, relax. You're Liverpool's boy.
Can you hear me?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we can hear you. How are you?
Oh, the boys. The fucking boys.
Hey, how you going? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. Did you watch the game? The North London derby?
I did.
And what did you think of Arsenal?
Well, first of all, Jack is a fucking shit cunt, and I want to shoot the cunt.
Yeah, because I want to ask you, do you think
Can't say that
do you
on
think
here.
fucking-
You can't.
do you think Guendouzi and Ceballos should start over Xhaka?
Yes, I think it should be Guendouzi, Ceballos, and what's it called? The other cunt, Pereira in the midfield. But the United never does it, so it's fucking annoying.
So who was your midfield in the North London again? Who was that? Who was the midfield?
It was Xhaka, Guendouzi, and Torreira.
Yeah. I really rate Torreira. I think... Yeah, go on.
We're playing Xhaka in the defensive midfield, and he was fucking useless.
Yeah, and you know what? The pass that Guendouzi played to Aubameyang to score that second goal, that just shows fucking Xhaka the kind of, talent he needs to prove to get into the side, I think. So
Yeah, but Xhaka can't do that, though. He's a fucking idiot. He's retarded. He's shit.
So what do you think of Arsenal's season so far? 4 games in.
No, we've been alright. We're not bad. We
Yeah.
just didn't get, if we kept Saliba, we'd be alright at the moment, I reckon. Because Saliba is fucking a good defender compared to David Luiz and...
You're not fucking getting no one, buddy. The transfer window's
We've still got
done.
Holding to come back as well. We've still got Holding to come back.
Yeah.
You're not come back.
Well, Holding's on loan, isn't he? Or is he just injured?
No, he's injured.
Oh, he's
had-
injured.
Sorry, but
Yeah,
Rob
they
Holding
killed
will
last season,
fix
so-
none of your problems.
Marcus just said Rob Holding will fix nothing at Arsenal.
Fuck off!
He wouldn't.
Do you know how many games we lost? Do you know how many games we lost last season when Rob Holding started?
He would not fix any one of your problems.
He won't fit
We
any
lost
one of your
0 games
problems.
When he started. We lost 0 games when he started, mate. It's in the stats.
Your defense is a shambles. That's the reality of it.
I know, but if Rob Holding started with Socrates, it'd be better. Because he can pass the ball. Socrates and David Luiz can't pass the ball.
David Luiz is only good for the long ball.
He's only good for a fucking replacement for 30 seconds, and then we're going to get a good defender in.
Good luck with that. Maybe next year. I think you're a bit deluded. And you've got,
pass me the... Yeah, give it to Jack for a
you've got
second.
what you've got there, mate, so you're going to have to deal with what you've got.
Yeah, I know.
So stop fucking whinging about it.
And then
Stop whinging about it. And you're going to use the players you've got there at Arsenal. You potentially have the second best front three, in my opinion, when in full force. The rest of your team was absolutely terrible. Guendouzi, whatever the fuck is a French little bastard's name is. Fucking extremely good footballer. And that's the one thing I'll give you. The rest of your team, besides Lacazette, Aubameyang, I'm not sure on Pepe. I really think your Iwobi's selling was stupid. Because I think Iwobi would be one of the better...
But we got Pepe
Put it close to the
because
line.
he's better. Pepe's better than Iwobi.
You reckon,
We
mate?
can't get rid of Iwobi for Pepe, and then
I agree with that. as
I don't know.
well.
I don't know how much football you've watched this year, mate. But Iwobi looks really good and clean for Everton, and Pepe looks a bit mediocre to me.
Pepe played.
Yeah,
Pepe
what?
played 2 full games in the Premier League.
Big fucking whoop. You bought him. You paid what?
Yeah.
65 million for a player. You expect him to come perform straight away? Am I wrong? No, I'm fucking correct.
He has performed.
Yeah, he looked pretty shit at the derby, mate. He looked pretty shit.
His end product isn't that good at the moment, but he needs a goal, and then he'll be alright, I reckon.
Yeah,
He
well,
gets a goal.
you know who scored on the weekend for Everton?
It won't be.
There you go. Someone who looked great in that Arsenal kit and is still a good player.
You know who assisted Lacazette's goal on the weekend?
Ah, so come on, it's a pretty simple pass, brother. Come on.
Pepe.
It's,
Pepe.
I could have fucking assisted that pass. Anyone.
Oh, it was a pretty easy finish for Iwobi. It was just a header from a cutback.
Doesn't matter. He still had to work hard for it. Anyway, I think
He still had to pass the ball. He still had to pass the ball and get the assist.
I think your team's in a bit of shambles, mate. But I do like Arsenal's front three, so I'll give you that.
I think Aubameyang. I think we should sell Aubameyang
For who? A potential right winger?
for an actual proper left winger, like a good left winger. Like
Don't play
if we
that.
sold Aubameyang and got someone like Ousmane Dembele, I'd be happy with that.
I think. Pass. Give it to me.
But wait, what about... Sorry, no, I'm gonna... But what about your youth that you've got? You know, you've got Nelson, Smith Rowe. No, I'm being serious. What's their love
They're
about?
talented players.
Yeah, no, they are. That's what I'm saying. You've got to look at it. You can't just keep spending money now.
You're not a big club.
Yeah, but if we're gonna, depends what we're gonna do though. If we're gonna try and develop our youth and play Reece Nelson, I reckon at left wing or right wing.
Yeah, no, if you're gonna develop your youth, you have to.
Coming back from an injury as well, so.
Yeah, no, you do have a lot of good
Now that
options.
Mkhitaryan's gone,
He's shit anyway, so fuck him.
Nelson's
Get
probably got
fucked.
his chance. I like Maitland Niles.
don't know
I
why he didn't
like
play.
Nelson.
I don't know why he didn't play on the weekend, to be honest. I don't know why Mkhitaryan came up over him. Because Mkhitaryan was shit. He was shocking.
Yeah, he didn't look good at all.
Scouse.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. What? Because we haven't even asked you this question yet. What did you? I think I did actually. What did you think of the North London Derby? I asked you that, didn't I?
First thing you fucking said.
It was...
This is why I
Yeah, no, wait, tell me.
That's what it was.
What was it?
It was a North London derby. It was a fucking AIDS game, as usual. It was us dominating Tottenham, and us being shit in defence, and Xhaka being retarded, and us giving them 2 goals.
No, it's-
That's what it was. We gave them 2 goals.
You know how you said how you
win
should
the
sell Aubameyang? I don't actually.
Yeah.
I reckon that's not a bad shout, but I think you should sell him and use that money to bring in a quality midfielder, if anything.
Liverpool supporter wants him to sell him.
Or a centre back.
He's fucking for losing.
Yeah, or a centre back. That's not bad. I don't rate. I rate that. Sorry.
Because I reckon our midfield will be fine. Because Guendouzi's like young now.
Jack doesn't
He's
agree
still
with
young and
that.
he's fucking
Jack
quality.
doesn't agree with that.
We could Guendouzi being quality.
About your
That's
midfield
it. That's
being
all you've got. Xhaka, Torreira, fucking nothing special,
Xhaka
mate.
and Torreira are shit apparently.
Yeah, well, no, the midfield that started in the game was shit because Xhaka was in it.
But if
If
you
Xhaka
put
wasn't in it, we'd be fine.
Ceballos.
and Ozil, that's 2 attacking. You know what I mean? Xhaka plays a defensive role, but Xhaka sucks,
Do you watch
mate.
Ceballos play? He's literally box to box. That's what he is.
Box to box. Yeah, but that's
Jack goes from box to box as well. Zinger box to zinger box.
I go to this box to that box too.
I
That's
could
a joke
go for a zinger box right now, actually.
Yeah, how good. It'd be so good. I could go for a zinger box right now. Nah, twister box.
No, but
Twister box.
Ceballos, box to box. But his attacking quality is unreal.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's not a much of a defensive player. It doesn't matter, he can help out, but
Yeah, then we've got Torreira who can be a defensive midfielder.
yeah, but he's not a good one.
What do you think? What did you think of the? Because I'm a Liverpool supporter, so I'm gonna rub it in your face. What did you think of the Liverpool game? We're against Arsenal.
Liverpool being Liverpool, they destroyed Burnley, really.
No, against you cunts last week.
Oh, against us.
Yeah, because it is your fucking team.
Well, Orion for you guys scored.
Yeah, I thought you guys played alright in the first half and defensively. And then it just went.
I didn't
David.
like the fact that Ceballos started over Lacazette, though. I think if Lacazette started, it would have been a bit different.
Emery,
Yeah.
Emery should have went in that change room and should have fixed stuff
And,
up, but he doesn't.
and you know what else fucked up that game for
He's a
you
shit
guys?
manager.
It's called a
Wow.
David Luiz.
That's called David.
Yeah, well,
David.
I wasn't really
Fucking
expecting
David.
us to win, to be honest, or get a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Let's
happen,
be real.
mate.
And then one last question, because I asked this to Marcus and Jack. They both said Tottenham. Who do you think will finish higher, Tottenham or Arsenal at the end of the season in the Premier League?
Well, I think if we get all our players back and they play like they did last season, so like we get Tierney playing, Bellerin playing like good, not like he did with Arsene Wenger, a fucking shit cunt, and Holding comes back playing good, we'll finish above Tottenham easily.
Because Tottenham aren't playing very well at the moment, so
They're fucking shit. Their team is shit. They've got Dele Alli who does fuck all game and then comes out like, yeah, I might score now. Fuck it. That's Dele Alli. Then you got Harry
Out
Kane.
on the podcast.
What did he do in the North London derby? Nothing. Because that's what he does all game. Nothing. Just scores penalties. Then you
Hey,
got,
once again,
they
I'm
got fucking
told that we have the
Sissoko
most
in the
muted cunt on the
midfield. Fuck, he's
podcast.
good.
Thanks, Pat, for doing
Sissoko's
this.
killer.
alright, that's fair
They
enough.
play fucking-
Yeah.
Their defense isn't much better than ours, besides the fact that they've got 2 proper central defenders and we've got 0.
You guys got 0. I mean, Socrates is not that bad.
They're pretty much the complete opposite of us in the defence. They need fullbacks and we need centre backs.
But Socrates isn't a bad defender. You just need someone to partner with him.
But he's not I wouldn't say he's a top 4 defender. Like, top 4
But
squad
that's
defender.
what you can say about, other defenders. You know what I mean?
I know, but if we had, like, Matip is shit, he just got Van Dijk next to him.
That's what I mean. Van Dijk makes Matip look good. So you need a world-class
Yeah,
defender to play with
Matip
him.
could be retarded and Van Dijk would be like, so good, bro, I got you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't have that player. Socrates teams are trying to do that for David Luiz, but they're both fucking just as retarded as each other. So it's a bit hard.
I think Marcus wants to ask you a question here.
Sorry, Scouse. Just going on to Europe. How do you think your chances are looking in the Europa League?
Well, we should make it out of the group,
Yep.
realistically.
Oh, no, yeah, I'll agree with you there.
We could go all the way. Depends who comes down from the Champions League, though, so we get dick from that.
Yeah, that's true. Do you see yourself dropping points in the group?
What?
Do you see yourself dropping a lot of points in the group?
Probably away. I reckon we dropped a few away, like we did last year.
Yeah, because you got to go to Germany, Portugal, and Belgium.
I reckon. Is it Frankfurt that's in our group from Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that'll be the hardest game away.
Yeah, that'll probably be the toughest. They're not bad.
I reckon we drop points there. But otherwise, I reckon we get everyone else. We get it done. Because now we've got Aubameyang and Lacazette and Pepe together. I reckon we've got it done.
Who's in Arsenal's group?
Look, the best thing about Europa League for you guys, and always has been, is you guys just score. So no matter what, you're going to be fine in that sense.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. And our defense isn't that bad for a Europa League team either.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you should definitely top the group. Realistically. But, yeah, like you said, it depends who comes down.
If like, I reckon if someone from the Champions, like a good team from the Champions League comes down, I reckon we'll get them. We'll end up getting them somehow.
Yeah, it'll be a big one.
We always get fucked up. We always get fucked over in the group stages. I mean, in the knockout stages.
Yeah, but you made the final last year.
Yeah, and then we got fucked up by Chelsea.
Yeah, because...
You didn't get fucked up by Chelsea, you got fucked up by Hazard.
A good football club.
Yeah, that's true. We got fucked up by Hazard because that was Chelsea last year. Chelsea didn't have Hazard last year. That'd be like what they are this year.
They had a good.
Hey, we're good this year, mate.
What? Who are you better than? Fucking Norwich.
Just. Relax, just.
Just better than Norwich. Sorry.
Just better than Norwich. Come on.
At least we're not overrated.
Who?
He said at least we're not overrated.
Alright, no worries.
Who's overrated?
We're overrated.
Awesome.
Jack just doesn't like...
Delhi 2.0. You got Mason, Delhi 2.0, Mountain midfield.
Hang up the fucking call. This is the time I told you. I said when he said some stupid comment, hang the fucking thing up. Scales, one more comment and you're gone, mate. One more stupid comment. What?
Don't give it to him, he's gonna hang up on him.
Pat, Nicholas, one more comment. One more stupid comment and you're done. You ever call Mason Mount a big tech Dele Alli, you are dead, understand? You're not dead because I'm not going to kill you because you're a good bloke.
If you're a B-Tech Dele Alli, then you can't score goals.
I don't.
Score goals. It's exactly the same as Dele.
Like, you remind me of a couple of other like Arsenal supporters. You know, they're all one-ended and don't care about the actual growth of football. They just care about what goes up their ass, and that's like typical Arsenal supporters. And the fact you say Mason Mount is a terrible footballer, I don't understand.
I would say, yeah, we're gonna challenge for the title this year. I reckon we've got a good chance against City and Liverpool. What the fuck?
What?
You guys are in the same situation as Man U this year. You're playing your youth so then you can be.
And so are you. You're. What situation, mate? Me and United have one player, probably like two players under the age of 23 on the weekend. Our whole team is youth.
Yeah. What? Because fucking. You know what I mean?
No,
You've stunned him.
He's not a killer right like yeah, but he'll probably be world class. I reckon he'll be good soon.
yeah, but he's.
Daniel James he's gonna stop scoring soon because he can't actually play football. This is run.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna do it.
Daniel James is a good footballer. Let's be honest. He can run. He's good at running.
What's Butch gonna say about that, Scales?
Well, you know what I'm.
He's like Daniel James except without the running.
Oh my god.
Wait one second. I'm just gonna get this other guy on the line and just want to see what his comment is. Just that one comment about that. Just hold on. You can talk to Scales if you want.
Yeah,
to.
give it to me.
Oh my gosh. You guys are fucked.
You know, you saying that Daniel James is overrated. You know what's gonna do for Butch? It's gonna make him cry.
Yeah, I know. And he's going to go down. How many goals has Pepe scored? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Pepe wasn't playing in England last season, was he? He didn't play against fucking City.
Yeah. Can I just say how overrated is Martial's overall for FIFA 20? 84 overall. No, 85 overall.
If there's one overrated player in Manchester United's team right now, it's Jesse Lingard. He is the definition of overrated.
What overall was he in FIFA 20?
What do you mean in FIFA 20?
Who gives a fuck about FIFA? What?
Bro, why do you gotta prevent
Oh,
FIFA?
No, but I'm just saying because I saw what's his name, Martial's overall on FIFA 20. It's 85 overall.
That's fair. He's a good player.
I don't think he deserves 85.
That's a bit.
I think he does.
I think
that's a bit
8.
higher.
I think 80. I think 80.
Didn't really do much last season.
Yeah, I think 82. If anything.
What?
Nah, 83. 83 lowest.
Stop talking about fucking
Good player.
FIFA ratings. We don't care.
No, but I'm just saying
Not
because
a
the game's
FIFA
coming
podcast.
out. Relax. You know, relax. All right. But yeah, Jesse Lingard is overrated in real life. 100%. He's probably one of the most overrated players in the Premier League.
I reckon Jesse Lingard in 2 years' time will be playing for a fucking relegation battle side.
Yeah. How are you going with soccer over there, anyways? Or football, I should say.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's alright.
Waiting
Waiting to see.
for what?
And waiting to see what team I'm going to.
Oh yeah. Then you're gonna give us tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to come watch. If there is tickets to buy, to be honest. So anyway.
And then your major sponsor, like you know, every player has your individual sponsors. You're gonna be sponsored by KFC.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the KFC
I
black
won't
card.
be sponsored by KFC. I won't be sponsored by the organisation. I'll be sponsored by one thing on the menu, just a zinger box. That's what I'll be sponsored by.
Fucking idiot.
Alright, anyways, we'll let you go. Alright, Scouts? Alright, thanks for this.
Well, have a good night, boys.
Yeah, you have a good day.
You have a
See you
good day.
later.
Enjoy.
I'll see you soon.
Ciao, ciao,
Ciao.
ciao.
Well,
Alright, well that was Scouts. As you can see, somewhat, he can be deluded at times with his comments.
Is
Jack is not a happy man at the moment.
it's fair. Arsenal, like, they're a team.
Nah, what he said. No, but wait, I'm just cutting you off because, like, a lot of people say he's deluded, but what he said was everything was pretty spot on.
You know, I wouldn't go spot on. He had some stuff that was in line.
You don't think Torreira is a quality player?
No.
I-
What has he done?
I
What has he done
genuinely,
last
he's a
season?
holding midfielder.
Yeah, but he's done nothing.
What do you think of Torreira?
I think
I don't think he's.
I
that
rate
good.
him.
I
think
think
he's a
Torreira's
quality-
good. I think, like he said, I think Ceballos needed to be in that midfield.
I think Arsenal's best midfield is Torreira in defensive mid, and then Ceballos and Guendouzi
No,
as the two central midfielders.
I'd pay
in front of
over
him.
100 mil for Guendouzi, whatever Guendouzi or fucking Stindouzi, whatever the fuck his name is. He's an extremely good footballer, and like that's something that they can hold on to, and you know, it's
And
one
you know
of those
he's
French
only
players, and that's not me
18.
to give out good titles to players at Arsenal. Trust me, it doesn't happen very often. But the way he played, he sort of bring a bit of leadership, a respect to wear the Arsenal kit. There's some players that don't want to wear the kit and they just play football.
And you know what? I can see that in a
And-
bit of Ceballos as well. I know he's new to the club, but he's already looking like he's been there for ages and he wants to win something there.
Yeah, like,
He looks passionate. And you see when he came on, he took that shot, the keeper saved it, and he was going like this and revving the crowd up.
Yeah,
Because, you know, he knows it's a derby and he knows that the fans want to win it. So he's revving them up and he's showing, you know, that he wants to
and
be
also, he's also playing for his career. You know, like not in the sense that he's going to get like never play a game again, but you know, he's playing for his career potentially at Arsenal. You know, back at Madrid. You know, he wants to show Madrid that he's worthy. I don't know how long he'll be at Arsenal for.
there. I don't think Ceballos should go to Real Madrid, back to Real Madrid. I think they'll kind of ruin his career.
Probably, but I like Guendouzi. I don't know who captains Arsenal. I'm not too sure who it is.
Captain's Arsenal. It's Xhaka, isn't it? Marcus? Yeah,
Captain,
it's Xhaka.
Wouldn't be Leno.
No, it's
doesn't
Xhaka.
wear the armband. It's Xhaka, I think, wore
Yeah.
the armband on the weekend.
But to be fair, Xhaka's probably a good leader, but
Yeah, verbally he could be good,
Yeah,
but
but
in terms of
just as a
actions, he
player,
probably doesn't do
like-
enough.
he had that one free kick that he banged on for fucking 2 years.
Yeah, I
last
remember that.
year,
That was a
and, like,
quality free kick.
Besides that, he's done pretty much nothing, and it lets him down. Like he said, some comments when he started talking about Mason Mount being shit and Tammy Abraham was just time to say goodbye. You're talking about your Arsenal because some people don't watch other games, and that's what I've tried to do a bit more this year. Watch everyone, so I have a good amount of knowledge when I come talking about a different team. But no, he made some decent comments. Some of them were a bit fucking stupid, but Arsenal, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like
They're
still
never gonna fix their problems until I don't know.
until they sign someone.
Yeah, not even that.
It is.
I feel like Emery, when he played Liverpool, should have made the change at half time. Should have made a bit of a tactical change.
So you think it's the manager, more the manager?
I could see potentially he getting dropped this year.
I can see an aspect of Emery being at fault
Yeah.
a lot, but Arsenal, I don't know, they've just got this club culture where they're always going to be Arsenal. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
spoke about it
yeah.
when they play Liverpool. Liverpool always score a lot of goals against them. Like,
Yeah.
Arsenal always going to be Arsenal, and I think they're starting to get a bit predictable now that when they come up against opponents, you can kind of already guess.
What the score is.
Yeah, you can, because they've always been like that. Nothing's changed, and I don't think anything's going to change. I'm not going to say that because I'm a Chelsea supporter, but that's how it is for Arsenal, and I don't rate them. I don't think that they're good enough to be challenging.
Attacking
for the title.
wise, they're good though.
Yeah, they got the attack, but
But I don't really
they
like.
could score one goal and then go concede two.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
I don't like the fact that Lacazette plays on the right. I feel like he's wasted.
Yeah, I think they've.
I feel like he just bit times he doesn't get the ball central. He can't look to use his wingers or attack. He's sort of just. His goal was beautiful. Nice run from him. Pretty easy goal. Let's be real. That wasn't a tough goal. He made the nice run. And all he had to do was just tap it in, and he scored.
Well,
I just feel like Pepe. Like for someone who paid they paid like 65 million for him. I'd expect performances. Yeah,
he's young. He still needs to adapt.
young, all this
You know,
other
he's coming
bullshit.
from a league where the French league. Remember,
Yeah, but
so
that's not my
Yeah,
problem.
you do have to look at it like
I
that.
just want to say we talked a lot about Arsenal, but what about Tottenham? Because they're not performing at the moment. They've also still got Champions League football, as well as they were a team that made the Champions League final last year.
I'll still wait. Like Dele Alli
Yeah,
just
I
came
still
back
think-
from injury. Eric, all the stuff with Eriksen still like clouded at the moment. Like Eriksen's just starting to start as well. Players still got to come back. I was watching the first half of the Everton game, the Arsenal game, sorry, and I thought, why did people not rate Danny Rose so highly? I said, he looks like a really good defensive right back. Like he does the right.
Left back.
Yeah, my mistake. And I said, why doesn't he get mentioned? Because I saw something that said the best left backs, and it was Robinson and then Emerson. And I said, I didn't think about Danny Rose at the time, but I watched it, and I said, that's a really good half of football. But then, when they conceded the goal, should have cleared it, tried to meg whoever the attacker was for
He does
Arsenal.
stupid things.
Yeah, and just didn't really switch on at times, and I was like, But I was really I thought he played really good first half. Like in my opinion, for Tottenham, he's one of the best, the better players that half. But then the second half, just mistake, and they looked average. But that was the whole back four. I think they still got time.
Yeah, I still think
Like
it's early to write him off.
And Poch as well.
Yeah, he's a class manager. I've always loved him, to be honest with you.
Remember, he had strong links to Real Madrid.
Yeah, he did.
Pre-season.
But so did Eriksen. So you got to look at it now that all that stuff's out the way, and they can start playing football again. Until if January comes along and Eriksen leaves in January.
I just read something on Twitter before that Eriksen wished the transfer window could have gone like a dozen football managers. So I don't know if that was how old was that, but I just read it before, which is I don't know. It's still in the air. You know what I mean? It's not crystal clear that he's gone. Like
Yeah.
even how it worked with Chelsea last year. Everyone knew Hazard was gone. No one knew who was going to stay. If you're a Chelsea fan,
yeah.
you knew he was gone.
Yeah.
He's gone to his dream, and it doesn't look too like
He-
he's trying
he
at
played-
the moment. But Eriksen could be a bit different. He could be the one that has a sook in the change rooms. He could be the Salah of them. The fucking loser. And it just like, sorry, pal, I had to bring that in there, mate. I had to do it to you, brother. You know, that could really stir the pot. I feel like it's like with the Crows. You know, you have one player that's got in a bit of trouble, stirs, gets a bit upset, rowdy. You know, I'd be fucked off as well. You know. So
Well-
I think it's a bit. You can't write them off. Their loss against Newcastle was, I wouldn't say unlucky, but they probably should have scored. Probably should have won. Newcastle got in front, and then that was it. You know, they parked the bus, and then it couldn't get in goal. And it's not easy to score when someone parks the bus,
No, it's not easy to score.
as we saw with Sheffield and Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah.
Sheffield parked the bus completely. About, let's say, the back four was there plus extra 3 to 4 defenders. You know, and that's eight defenders, midfielders. You've got to pass to score, let alone get it in the box. So.
Yeah, it is quite different.
Before we go on to the Champions League groups, because we're going to review the Champions League groups and then probably give it a wrap,
Yeah.
I want to just say, so we're 4 games into the Premier League season. The first full month of Premier League football
Is done.
is done. And I know it's early days, so that's good signs for teams such as Chelsea and Tottenham to turn things around, as well as
Yeah.
Wolves, who we rated highly. But, you know, if we look at the table at the moment, the teams who are in a bit of a scare, you could say are Wolves, Watford, and possibly Tottenham, and even maybe United. So they're the 4 teams who are in a scare. Teams that need to sort of turn it around. You could probably add Chelsea to that equation as well.
Yep.
The standout performers, 4 teams. Crystal Palace, who are currently 4th, 7 points, 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, who's a great month. Leicester, who are still undefeated and are playing great football, and then City and Liverpool.
I'm going to add one more to that, and I'm going to put West Ham in there too.
Yep, and West Ham.
I think West Ham have started quite strong. You know, you said Crystal Palace are 4th on 7 points. Well, Leicester are sitting 7th on the same points, so they're equal 4th. They've had a...
No. Crystal
on
Palace
3
is 7.
points.
West Ham is equal points with them.
That's what I just
No,
said.
they're fucking not.
I
Leicester's
said
on 8 points and Crystal Palace on 7.
I'm talking about Crystal Palace and West Ham.
You said Leicester, that's
You
why.
said Leicester.
Yeah,
Did
you
I say
said
Leicester? Sorry, I meant West
It's okay.
Ham.
So between 4th and 7th, they're all sitting on 7 points. And for Crystal Palace and West Ham, and you could possibly even say Everton point of view,
I think Everton back 4 have been okay. I feel like the problem with Everton, even when I was watching him,
I don't like
is
Mina.
that they don't attack.
I don't like Coleman.
You don't like
That
Coleman.
was Coleman's
I
first
don't
game
like
back.
I just don't like Mina. I don't know what you guys think about him. I just don't like him. I don't
just
think
don't
he's a solid
fucking
defender.
Silva, Andre Silva, whatever his fucking name is.
Andre Silva in the midfield.
Yeah, I think he's fucking
Andre
terrible.
Gomez.
Gomez,
Oh,
sorry.
Gomez. Yeah, sorry.
I think
my bad. That's my bad as
I
well.
think he's fucking useless.
And also, I just want to add to the standout performers, add to that equation as well. Sheffield Wednesday. 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss.
Wednesday,
Sheffield.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United, my bad, sorry.
It's a late night, guys.
Yeah, it's very
a
late.
Very late night.
Give us some fucking, give
Cut
us
us
some
some
slack.
Fuck.
But, yeah, Sheffield United. 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss, sitting 5 points, currently mid-table. Level points with Tottenham and United. For a team that, newly promoted, they look like a team that's probably going to go straight back down. First month, they've coped.
Yeah, the first month of being good.
I personally think it's just a month they're in the league.
Yeah,
they've
but
got a
I'm just
couple good
saying,
games.
yeah.
I
No, but we're reviewing the first month. So
Like I said, I know there's a long way to go, and that's good, obviously, good news for teams like United, Chelsea, and Tottenham to turn things around. But just an overview of the first month of Premier League football now that it's back.
But just to get back on Tottenham for a real second, Dele Alli just came back for his first game. Dyer's still out. They're still
And that's two key players.
And Dombele, was playing really good football when he was there.
Yeah.
he got injured.
Got injured. Sessegnon probably plays.
And you know what?
He's injured. So
And can I just say, they're 3
and
talented
Kyle
midfielders.
Walker-Peters as well.
They're 3 talented midfielders that will start for Tottenham and will probably carry, some games to a victory for them. But I got to admit, Harry Winks is a talented player.
Yeah,
he's
Yeah,
a great
he looked
footballer.
very good. Looked very good.
He's a good player.
Socrates, he made that little fight. Fucking Socrates, fucking wanker, man. But even for Chelsea, just to even mention some names, Rudiger, Loftus-Cheek, Kante is in and out of the squad, not looking fit. I know, that's a lot of
Reece
senior play.
James.
Reece James, Hudson-Odoi, who's still be good, and just meant to be extremely good players. That's some good talent there.
If we get those people back,
It's either
do we have a
good-
chance in Champions League?
For what? Like, what is what is like only reason? Only this year, me personally.
I think Chelsea should just bottle the Champions League.
No, I feel.
I don't think we should bottle it. Calm down, mate. I think.
No, I genuinely think if they are struggling now without Champions League football, imagine them with Champions League football.
But that's what the season's about. That's what we've got to try and
Maybe
focus on. You can't just throw it away. Sorry, you're talking from a hierarchy now. You're talking from, fuck, we won the Champions League, bro. Fucking second on the ladder. You know.
Okay,
we
I'm not
fucking
saying
did.
that at all. All I'm saying is for Chelsea's. If I
season
was
we're
a
talking
Chelsea
about.
supporter, I would say bottle it and just focus on the league.
Why? What's the point? These are young players who are fit and want to play.
Yeah, they don't want to bottle it. They don't want to go out.
Tammy Abraham, I was reading something.
Okay, when
He's
you
getting-
fucking
shut
focus
the fuck
on
up and let me
you-
speak,
when
you
you focus
deluded
on the
cunt.
Champions
Hey!
League and then you lose all your games and then you fucking get relegated,
Shut
then
up,
come speak to
you
me.
deluded fucking Liverpool fan.
Sorry, our front three can't start it week in, week out.
Oh,
Fuck,
okay,
sorry.
shut the fuck
Before I-
up. Jack, say
Sorry.
what you're gonna say.
Before I take your mic out and cut you off the podcast, don't say another
This
word.
bloke, can I just say,
Don't
were
say
you
it.
bagging Tammy Abraham a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
Well, look at his wallpaper on his phone.
What is it?
What's your wallpaper?
Look
on
at
your
his
phone?
wallpaper, Marcus.
What is it? You're a fucking dumb.
Deluded.
You are. You're a bandwagon.
Ah, okay, I'm about to throw the phone at your face. Listen. As I've told Mark about 3 years ago, I've been a fan of Tammy Abraham. Just because I got on his high horse and he performed ever since he listened to the podcast. He said, Jack, thank you for the advice, mate. I don't reckon I said I hate him, he's shit, get the fuck out of the squad, you fuck shit. If I said them words, then I'm a fucking idiot. And I formally apologise on the back
You
end
know
of the
why he's saying
podcast.
this? Because he knows he
I
did
don't reckon
say
I
it.
did. I don't reckon I said it. I don't reckon I fully said that. But on the back end podcast from all of us, if I did say that to Tammy Abraham, I formally apologise to himself. But I didn't say them. I just said he needed to be better and not what we needed. And Frank Lampard is the manager for a reason. I'm not. Because I would have fucking stacked Michy Batshuayi in there.
Oh yeah, because that cunt really did a lot when he came on.
No one did. We put fucking, what's his name on? Conor fucking Gallagher, whatever his fucking name is.
Nope, that's not his name,
I
and
can't-
so I'm just gonna move on from
I'm
that.
having a fucking blank.
Alright, do you want to just
that's-
move on to the Champions League now?
No, we bought some mates. What's his name, please, Marcus?
Gilmore.
Gilmore. He come on. He does. He looks like a fucking.
Who's Gilmore? I've
stick.
never heard of this.
The 18-year-old that came
He
on.
debuted for us on the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went on. You know, Christensen could have played that defensive holding midfielder role.
But you didn't want that. You too old, Jack. Why do you want to?
I swear it was
You-
2-1.
Oh, you were too white. Why?
We're 2-1.
No, we were 2-1 at the time when he.
No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't 2-1, only.
Alright, well, we got the Champions League group stages
Let's
up, and
wait
then...
one
So
second.
Liverpool. They
Okay,
make
well,
another
let's
group.
just talk about the groups while Jack is getting up what he needs to do.
Liverpool. Do they make
No,
another
it
group?
was-
So, no,
it was
starting
Mar-
with Group A.
It was,
Oh, you were
but
starting with
Marcus,
Group A.
It was. They was 2-1.
Alright.
So we'll start with Group A. Marcus, you give us the groups, and then we all make a decisions on who we think will
Yeah.
get.
So Group A: Club Brugge, Galatasaray, PSG, Real Madrid.
All right, so it's obviously PSG and Real Madrid. Was that the group where Club Brugge
No.
they got drawed in it and they laughed?
No.
that's-
You hear that group?
Oh,
you
that's
hear
right.
that group?
That's
Yeah.
I feel sorry for who were the other two teams?
Galatasaray. And Brugge.
I feel sorry for them
That's the
too.
dorm. That's Group F.
Yeah, you hear that group.
I feel
so
sorry
PSG, Real Madrid make it through there.
Yeah.
Bayern
Wait,
Munich.
who will finish top though?
PSG.
You reckon PSG?
Yeah, PSG finished top of that one.
Does it really matter? Like,
Yeah.
does it,
If you finish top, you play
You play whoever ended second.
whoever
in-
ended second.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he plays your teams.
Yeah.
But
So,
on PSG, Marcus just sort of skimmed to Icardi, signed with them on loan.
Oh,
And
did he?
also,
Didn't
Navas
even
as
know
well.
that.
and Navas went from
and
Real
their
Madrid.
keeper swap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that as well.
So I don't like.
Yeah, so
Real
that's
don't really
pretty
need a keeper. They got Courtois and goals.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good signing for
He's
PSG because they
top
need a keeper.
What?
Courtois is a dog
Oh, yeah,
cunt.
God's a fucking loser.
Yeah, he's a loser.
And like,
I'm
what I
glad.
also want to
Shit.
say is that I did a bit of reading, not too much, but I'm pretty sure there's something like Icardi's wife's his manager,
Yeah.
and apparently she's just a fucking dumb
Yeah,
bitch.
she's
by the looks
crazy.
of things. Apparently she's very, very deluded.
Yeah, she
Oh, that's
is.
fair enough.
She's pretty psycho.
Like the
But
Man
he
City
went to
across from me.
PSG, so.
Anyways, Group
Let's
B.
see. Group B, Bayern Munich. I'm not even going to pronounce them. Is that Red Star Belgrade, actually?
Yeah, it's Red Star.
Yeah, that is Red Star Belgrade.
And also, like, sorry, one cutting you off. Bale with the 2 goals for Real Madrid.
And then a
after-
yellow and a red
Yeah,
card.
after not playing, but you know, it's just good to see that he's getting his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to leave Real Madrid, in my opinion.
Oh, he's playing.
Yeah, I know, but he needs to go to a new club. He needs to get a fresh start. You know, he's ruined half of his career at. You know, he could have been a Ballon d'Or winner if you think about it.
Yeah. with
He
his
could have
stats.
won the Ballon d'Or if he either stayed at Tottenham. The way he was going at Tottenham, that he was performing very, very
Yeah.
well.
But Real Madrid call you, you're always going to go there. You know
I
what
know
I mean?
that,
They're
but
big.
he's
Quick question: Where's Hazard?
Injured.
injured.
He's on recovery. at the
I
moment.
saw the injury list that Real Madrid currently have is worth like 942 million or something like that in value.
Big.
And Joel Felix scored his first goal on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that as
He's
well.
been playing alright as well. Anyway, we're going to go into the groups.
Yeah, sorry, what was Group B again?
So, Group B, Bayern, Red Star, Olympiacos, and Tottenham. Tottenham and Bayern go through.
Yeah, Tottenham and Bayern.
Go through. Well,
Yeah,
Tottenham should go
That's
through.
a
I don't
pretty
really see
easy
anyone.
brain. Yep, easy brain.
Olympiacos will get points. You know,
They'll get points.
I think they'll get points, but not a lot.
can
And I
put-
think
yeah.
Red Star will get points as well because at home they are very good.
Their fan base is big there.
At
all
home,
I reckon Tottenham will drop points.
remember last
Yeah.
season at home, Red Star did beat Liverpool. They drew against Napoli and they almost beat PSG.
Yeah, they did look pretty good.
So at home they are good, and I guarantee you they'll pick up at least 4 points at home
Yeah,
from that group.
they'll fight through, which is good to see. Group C, Atalanta, Dinamo Zagreb, Manchester City, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Manchester City get Shakhtar again.
So
They'll
it's
top the group.
Atalanta.
Dinamo Zagreb, the Croatian team.
Yep.
Shakhtar and Manchester City.
So Man City are topping it.
Yeah, Man City
Let's
top
face
it. Um,
Probably,
I think Shakhtar will win
yeah,
it.
I was about to say. I think Shakhtar goes second.
Atlanta, they're
Their
new,
debut
they're the new
season,
boys.
yeah.
And also on top of that, I don't think they're as good as Shakhtar, and I think Shakhtar can afford to rest players.
Yeah, I
where
think
Atlanta
Shakhtar.
won't.
I think Shakhtar.
Just.
Yeah, we'll
just.
take second
I
spot.
reckon all three of them teams can get in.
This is going to be another big group. Group D. Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Juventus, and Lokomotiv Moscow. Top the group, Atletico
Yeah, Juventus fucking shit.
and Juventus.
Well, I think Atletico and Juve are going through, but Bayern
Yeah.
will push. Bayern Leverkusen
they will.
will push them.
They will. That'd be a very tough
Moscow's
group.
a hard team
But
to
I think
play.
Atletico, Juventus go through.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Atletico wins the Spanish league as well this year. I think they've got.
They
They're
always
also-
get.
I think
like
Barca-
They always get like those 1-goal wins, though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they don't look
Well, they won 3-2 on the weekend. But
1-goal wins.
3-1 on the weekend.
3-2.
I think it's 3-1.
3-2.
You sure?
Yeah.
If I prove you wrong here, you're gonna get smoked. Okay. Keep
All right, next group.
Group E, your beloved Liverpool, Genk, Napoli, and Red Bull.
That's 3-2. Fuck.
All right, so Liverpool, Napoli, but who? Wait, Red Bull. Is that?
Red Bull Salzburg.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so I thought that was
I
No,
think,
Leipzig.
Leipzig.
I think Napoli tops the group and Salzburg comes second.
Yeah, of course he says that. But if it's for money, he'll say Liverpool top. the
Oh
group.
yeah, it'd be like fuck. I'll put $150 on Liverpool top in the group. Maybe go on Champions League final. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Liverpool, Napoli through. Next,
Next group. This is the big group: Barcelona, Dortmund, Inter Milan, and Slavia Praha
Slavia Praha.
to win
so
it.
They'll win it.
Barcelona topping it.
Stick the house on it.
But see, Dortmund Inter's a big one.
They're very similar, but I
Barca
think
could even drop.
from
Like that, any three of them can go up. I don't think any of them are safe.
yeah, Barca's
yeah, I
not
know- I know where you
safe.
come
Barca's
from.
not safe, but Barca will go through because they're Barcelona.
I think you're wrong.
I think Inter.
You think it's going to be Inter?
I think Dortmund and Inter can both come through.
so?
That's a
You think
huge goal.
Barcelona will not make it through the
I
Champions
think
League
there's a
group
chance.
stage?
Yes, I think there's a chance.
I know there's a chance.
No,
but
there's a chance, but-
seeing Barca being Barca, I don't think they're going to do it.
I think-
They've got Lionel Messi. Let's face it.
Yeah, probably not. But it'd be interesting.
And also, I think Inter will just scrape
Inter
it.
make it through for me. I don't think Dortmund are going to be able to keep
I
up.
think looking at Inter in the Serie A, they've got a quality side. They've got
Yeah.
Romelu up front, who's scoring goals.
He's waiting to bounce, man.
Look, let's be
He's
honest. They're
waiting.
not class. They're not world class goals. They're not world class
No,
goals.
they're
what he
not.
scored.
Doesn't matter if they're world class as long
But
as
he's
in
getting
the back of the
him.
net,
He's
mate.
getting
He's
him.
getting.
And that's the main.
Like
So I think-
Firmino, like all his tap-ins, as long as he gets in the back of the net.
But Firmino works hard.
What does Lukaku doesn't?
No, he just stands there like a fat lazy cunt and then gets him.
You're a funny
So
man.
Barca,
You're a funny
Barca Inter
man.
go through. Group G: Benfica, Lyon, Leipzig, and Zenit.
Benfica, Lyon. Okay, so Lyon will go through.
And I think RB Leipzig go through.
I
Yeah.
don't think Leon will go through.
You don't reckon?
I watched them play. They're not good. They're not a very good side. I watched them in that.
You're talking about a
Yeah.
Leon side who did beat City last season.
Yeah, but
I'm watching this new year.
year's
They've lost a
changed.
couple players. Fakir's gone. A lot of them have left, and like they're very top heavy on Depay. Defensively, they're not all there. I watched it. They still got Lopez.
So who goes through?
I think Zenit has a chance. I think Zenit's a good team up in Russia.
Yeah.
I think they have good players. That's where they signed Malcolm, didn't they, this year? No,
Yeah, they did.
You know, even though they don't want him there, but
Yeah, I think
I think it's
crazy.
I don't think there's a serious. And like Benfica's a good team as well. Yeah, Leipzig. I don't think they'll be hard to link. That's probably like, as a viewership wise, to like keep an eye on. That's probably
Yeah.
like the hardest one, even though no one gives a fuck about any of them 4 teams.
But yeah,
You know
that'd
what?
be a big
He has a
group.
good point. Benfica do have a chance.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
I think-
I know what I'm talking about. Carl.
I think Leon and Leipzig will probably go through anyways, though. But
Yeah, so
Benfica
do I.
have a chance. I don't think Zenit does, but Benfica might.
I think I'm got a very smart knowledge pad. I don't think
Fair enough.
we'll make a little bet here. I don't think they'll make it, and if they make it, I have to get you a fucking, I don't know, I'll share your food, and way around.
Buy me Liverpool top.
Maybe
If you're
I don't know.
wrong, if you're wrong, you have to wear a Liverpool scarf to the podcast and talk nothing but positive about Liverpool. If you're
Right,
right.
no, he doesn't have to wear the scarf, but he has to talk positive.
Nothing but positive.
I'd rather buy him a top.
I'll
Hey, it's
take
up
the
to
top.
you,
Look,
mate.
look,
You
look,
make-
look,
you
look.
make the
I'll
call.
take the top. I'll
So
take the top.
yeah, but you gotta buy me a choice top if they lose.
No, I'm not buying your
Oh
choice.
well, how does that work?
What is that? I'm losing.
Anyway, final
You're a
group:
fucking cheapskate.
Alright, and then last group, Group H.
Ajax, Chelsea, Lille, and Valencia.
Once again, it's the
For
same.
me, it's 3 horse again.
It's a 4 horse for me.
4 horse. You reckon anyone can make it
Yeah,
through?
it's first 4. Anyone can make it through.
I think Valencia and Ajax go through.
I was going to say that as well.
Yeah.
Valencia, Ajax. I think Chelsea will finish 3rd.
I think Valencia, Ajax go through.
I
I
watched-
think.
I think
going
Valencia will top the group.
Going to Spain, we lose points. Going to Netherlands, we lose points, and we might just win in France going away.
I'm going to say that Valencia's going to finish top. And that's all.
I think anyone can win.
But yeah, I mean, look, Chelsea have a chance, and as well as Lille. But, you know, it's as little as what Chelsea and Ajax and Valencia have, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of quality sort of teams. There's not too many group of deaths. Obviously, you got the Barcelona group of death, and then
Yeah.
and then that's basically about it. Real Madrid might be up there. That's Atletico Madrid and Juventus ones, probably a group of death. But that's about it.
Yeah, but it's going to be a big
It's going to be a
competition.
good
I'm
season.
keen.
It's going to be a very good season this year.
I'm keen. The
The
first
Premier League's
game,
back. It's a month in. It's great, and the Champions League draws are in.
The first
looking
game
great.
is in 15 days.
There you go. So it's exciting.
15 days for the first. We got Valencia at home.
We'll win. And
You got Napoli in Italy.
Fuck, that's a hard game already. Jesus Christ. But you know what? That's over and done with.
Do you know what? We'll still win 3-0 because Mohamed Salah's a freak.
Did I just say that? I just said,
I
but
heard
it's
it
a
come out
game
your
we
mouth.
can go over and done with.
You
It's
mumbled the fucking words out of your mouth.
a game that we can go over and done with.
I
All
don't know
right.
how long
Anyways,
left is the podcast, but I think it's closing time.
yes, it is.
And I'd like to give a little question that I'd like some of you to actually respond. I don't know how many people fucking listen, but we figured out there's some of you. Liverpool Chelsea's game is on not this week, not the week. No,
It's in like 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks time. If people would like the possibility of us 3 commentating the game live, I'd like to see if any of you like to actually come watch and listen. We could
That
potentially
means I
do
can't do my full abuse.
Okay, you can still do your full abuse, mate.
Nah, not on the podcast.
You can still do.
No.
You can anyway. I think that's a very good idea, and we can definitely do it. So if you guys would like to see that,
Give us a buzz.
give one of us a message.
Give us a.
Fuck, you're a loser. You have no fucking friends. definitely have a look because it'd be really interesting, and I think us boys would like. It'd be pretty fun.
Give us a.
Oh my god. Jack, where can they find us?
So you can find us on the beautiful Backend Podcast on Twitter, SoundCloud, which is pretty much obsolete now. Use Spotify. If anyone we had a couple of Beth Wood listeners last week. It was one of our most popular podcasts, which we are very thankful for. We love taking the viewers' calls. So keep asking if you want to come on, you want to have a battle with me, you think I'm deluded, or you think Pat's a fucking wanker like we all do. But don't be afraid to come tell us it, because like...
What have I done to cop this abuse, by the way?
Anyway, talk about that off podcast, because no one
No,
cares.
what have I done to cop this abuse?
Secondly...
I have done... You know what it is? It was that argument that we had. It was the argument. And ever since that argument, I could see that there's been a pin up his ass. There's been a pin. Not a very thick one, not a very thin one. Just one that's just... It's a little tiny one that just prickles him every single time he sits down on that chair. And when he sits down on that chair, just something up his ass, and it just attacks me.
The other thing that's making me fart?
Fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Oh, maybe it's the, 6 letters you just had.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yeah, alright, let's... Yeah,
Anyway,
okay.
Enough of Pat's abuse. No bet for me this week.
Abuse.
We've had enough of Pat's bullshit.
And we got the AFL finals coming up. If we want to talk about that. But
Oh, quick, who's good? Everyone say who you think they're going to win the grand final. In one word. I think...
West Coast.
July. Oh, I don't fucking even want to say it. Who's in the... Oh, fuck.
you wanted to say Geelong, but you're like, oh, no, I can't.
I fucking hate everyone.
Disgust
I'm going
me.
for Brisbane. I hope they win. That's all.
I'm hoping Brisbane, but I think West Coast.
Alright, that's it.
Thanks,
Alright.
guys.
Thank
See you later.
Ciao.